Hello and welcome to another episode of Bored at the Right Time. This week we're going to take a deep dive into one of the best-selling albums of all time. Steve Miller Band, Greatest Hits, 1974 to 78. This is a great album, and sort of when you go to a record store, this is the one that all the kids are looking for. And this it didn't give him his name, but I think it helped cement him to rock and roll history. So this specific version is a remaster. It's not an original, but it's a remaster from the Capitol Vaults. It has this gold hype sticker on it. And I've seen these a couple of times on different records, and these date anywhere from like 1998 to 2008 era. So on the hype sticker itself, it says 180 gram vinyl, audiophile quality, faithfully restored, and limited edition. And it has the Capitol Tower right there, Capitol building. And so let's take a look at it. The printing is very nice. It's bold and clear. Doesn't look like a cheap scan like some of them do. And on the back, it just lists the songs. You know, it's an easy artwork, right? So I think the original album came with this inner sleeve, kind of 70s artwork. But then it also came with one of these white inserts, white sleeves with rice paper on the inside. So that was kind of nice of them to do that, because most of the time they would try to put it in here, and they didn't do that. So this must have been when Capitol was trying to corner the market with the audiophile people. Okay, so let's take a look at the record. The record is very thick. It's very heavy. And what always surprised me about this record was I thought it was a scratch, but it's actually a mark. It's kind of like when they were mixing the black vinyl, they kind of didn't get all of the whatever color it was out. It looks purple. So there's little streaks throughout the album, which are not scratches. And this is mastered by Capitol. And there's nothing really else in the run-out groove. It looks nice and clean, and it's got a very nice label as well. And yeah, so let's take a look at the track listings. We'll kind of go track by track. I'll give you a play-by-play, track by track. So, Swing Town is probably one of my favorite songs. It's one of the very few songs that fade up. And it fades up with that infamous hi-hat. And the guitar is, it sounds like a Strat. And the guitar is, really makes this song. So that is, that's one of my favorite songs on here. Jungle Love. Jungle Love is next. Then Take the Money and Run. That's a classic. Rockin' Me. Serenade. Serenade is kind of a deeper greatest hits cut. I don't really consider it a greatest hits, but it's got a good sound to it. True Fine Love is probably one of my other favorite songs on here. And I just recently kind of got into that song. I just love the melody and kind of the lyrics. And The Stake. The Stake is another one of those, I call them deep cut greatest hits because I guess if he put it on his greatest hits record, he thinks it's a greatest hit. But I mean, there's other songs he could have used. And then the next side is literally just as hit-laden. Second side starts with The Joker. And then Fly Like an Eagle. Fly Like an Eagle is kind of a cool song because my understanding, and this is how I remember the story, is that when he was recording that song, he had some empty tape, some blank tape or something, and it had like a Q tone on it, like a Q, like a beep, kind of thing, just to signify that it was blank. And he Steve Miller wanted to put that on the beginning of Fly Like an Eagle, so he did. And then Threshold, that's another deep cut song. Jet Airliner, Dance, Dance, Dance. That's a nice acoustic song. My grandpa, he's 95 in the wintertime. Let's see if I get flagged for that. But Wintertime, that's a good song, and Wild Mountain Honey. So this is a very healthy greatest hits record. But yeah, so it has a barcode as a sticker on the back. I don't think this version is in print anymore. There's probably a newer version. But I'm very happy with this version. I think the mastering is very nice, and it sounds very full. I've probably listened to this the most out of some of the records that I have. This is probably one that I just put on. It's a good record to listen to. Sometimes I get lazy and I just hit the button to play the side again. It really just is one of those records that you could listen to side A 3 times in a row, and it doesn't get old. Some of these songs don't get old. Now, a little back history on Steve Miller. Steve Miller, he has an interesting history with Capitol Records. So he's one of the very few people that have final say in his contract, or did. I'm not sure if he's still with Capitol Records. So he has final say in his contract. So no one can tell him what to do, what can't go on the record, anything like that. So he played the record for the executives, and of course they all loved it, but they had a couple notes. And so he listened to the notes and he said, oh, okay, that's good, but I think we'll just put it out the way it is. And they were, a little taken aback because they're the executives. They know best. They're the money people. And I guess he left the room or something. But basically, after a while, they found out that, the contract said that he has final say over what goes out, and the label can't, change anything. I'm not sure how he got that in the contract, and I doubt anyone else comes close to having any kind of control like that. So, way to go, Steve. And he's a great guitarist too. And he just released a new old album. It's a live album from 1977 that was found in the archives, and they released it. And I have that to listen to. I will listen to it, but it's like Steve Miller Band live at their, top of their game. Kind of before he did his fake retirement and then came back. But anyway, that's Steve Miller Band, Greatest Hits, 1974 to 78. You should definitely pick this up if you see it. Even an old battered copy will probably sound pretty good, because these songs are timeless. They're classic. I mean, this album made Steve Miller a household name, I think. So that's it for this episode. I want to thank you for watching. It was just a quick hit with Steve Miller Band. And please like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for watching.